out here. A little nighttime trail run. And like I say, she acts different accordingly. Just trying to get her on the leash at night, wearing a hoodie. And she's scared back in the corner, and kind of got to come at her slow. So she's very sketchy on a lot of things. She definitely is going to need a whole lot more work as far as getting her around a baby and having her trusted. It's almost like everything is a new deal for her. Dropping a pan in the house sketches her out, and she kind of barks and does this little biting thing. And if Zero's around her, if I'm near, those little bites kind of come for us. So he's had to wear his protective collar. I let her around a healer pup. You hear the ducks jumping off over there. And she went after the healer pup. Separated that. Anytime food, toy, affection is presented, she's 50-50 on if she's going to be okay or go off. And like I said, even with Zero, who she's been with since day one, she still gets at him from time to time. And like I say, that's when I'm giving them treats or affection. So we've been trying to work with her as much on that instead of separating them. And then, you know, having Zero take one for the team to try to get her as well rounded as I can before I hand her back to the owners. And then we have a game plan for some homework they're gonna have to do with her so that they can get her and the baby and the family all on the same page, hopefully, and she doesn't have to get rehomed, because she's definitely got a whole lot better since day one, but she's just real green on everything, you know. She hasn't been out too many places. Little things sketch her out, noises. You know, we did the firework deal. Kind of freaked out. Like I said, any loud noises, dropping a pan in the house, empty bowl, she kind of freaks out. Any loud, even a shuffle of the feet, you know, you get up too quick, shuffle your feet, and she'll kind of get up and she's barking and doing that biting thing. And like I said, if you're in range, then should definitely get you. So we definitely don't want any face-to-face interactions right off the bat with the little guy yet, but she definitely knows when she messes up. She knows how to go to place into the kennel now and chill out. So that's good. And like I say, she enjoys the freedom. She enjoys chasing rabbits and doing things she likes to do. But she is pretty bullheaded when you introduce that leash pressure and make her do something that you're asking her to, and she has to follow through with it. Then she doesn't like that too much. And sometimes you have to get up with her, and we're letting Zero run up next to her and brush up against her and kind of stress her out to where she's just leaving him alone. And if she doesn't, then I can give her a correction. She doesn't have to play with him or anything, but just leave him alone and don't attack him, you know. So, like I said, she's definitely come a long ways. She's nearing the end here of her 2 weeks. And everything's a change for her. Like I said, she was fine with me in the daylight, and we've been going on pretty good. But then we started these night walks, and as I come and approach her to get her out of the yard, she's very hesitant, kind of curls up, goes away. Sometimes she growls and barks, and sometimes she's just kind of making circles, wide circles around me, staring me down. So I just make myself non-threatening, then she'll come up. I'll pet her. Sometimes she'll bite at me. Sometimes she'll kind of start waggling her tail, and we'll put the leash on and go from there. But like I say, it's just from nighttime to daytime. You know, she has that little switch. So these little things that you get to learn about the animal when you live with them for 2 weeks, so you can give as much information back to the owner as you can. And this dog is just, like I said, she's pretty green. She's real sketchy on a lot of things. So they're gonna definitely have to be, I wouldn't say more hands-on, but because I mean, this dog has a good home and they've done a lot with her, but knowing what to do with her, and then keeping a tight schedule with her in that fashion would go a long way with this dog. She loves having a job. She loves having to work, and you can tell even when I'm not asking her anything, she'll kind of get up there and look at me and sit down, and it's like, hey, ask me to do some things so I can get some treats and move around a little bit. And so she definitely likes that part. She likes using her nose, so we let her look for the rabbits and do the things she likes to do. And then we just ask her to do a few things for us, and you know, try not to kill everybody. And like I say, she's done a whole lot better inside the house. And it does seem to be a close quarters thing, because outside in the yard, she's never really attacked Zero. But once we're inside the house in the living room, and like I said, affection or food's introduced, she gets where it's that 50-50 ball, and it's a split second between the curl of the lip and the bark and the bite. So like I say, we let these guys roam and have as much free reign as we can out here, and that's the difference. And when we go back, she still won't be in the kennel. She'll just be chilling in the living room watching a movie until bedtime, which is midnight, and then they go to the kennel and they're out at 5 a.m. So having her tired and exercised does wonders for her behavior as well. And even if we can't take them for a ride around the block or whatever, getting them a treadmill, something like that, where you can exercise them, and the more tired they are, less behavior problems you're going to have out of them. And especially when you're introducing them to something new, i.e. the baby, another dog, a new experience. And even with her, I mean, I know she gets pet and everything, but she's real sensitive around her mouth, around her ears, around her hind end, her flank, her feet. I still haven't been able to take a sticker out without having to pull her head one way while I'm pulling up her paw because she's trying to bite my hand off. So when we do show our dogs affection, focusing on these areas that are gonna be vital to the dog throughout its life, getting touched by the vet, groomer, trainer, kenneling service, you know, a boarding service. They're gonna have to get handled, and if that's a spot for them where they want to bite and go off, that's not something that a lot of people are going to deal with. So getting them, when you do show them affection, and focusing on those areas and getting them to be used to being touched and messed with and actually enjoying it, seeing it as a good experience, really goes a long way. So that's what I've been trying to do with her, and now I've gotten to where, you know, I could take a sticker out and she's not happy with me, but she's not trying to take my hand off either. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this video here and do some off-leash stuff, work on her recall. This has been Jared here, working with this 7-year-old female cattle dog, ending her board and train, her 2-week board and train here with us. She's come a long way. Thanks for watching.